Good morning, children. I hope you all are fine and safe. As we have completed our half-yearly exam syllabus of social study, so today we are going to study second book, that is Canopy Term 2. And the first chapter we are going to study in social study is chapter 1, Living Longer and Healthier Lives. So as the chapter name says, Living Longer and Healthier Lives. So in this chapter we are going to learn how to live longer and healthier life. As you know, in order to live a healthier life, we require so many things like good environment, good environment, nutritious food, exercise, and also to do yoga and meditation. So let's study in this chapter. To live a long and healthy life, we need many different things. As I already said, in order to live a long and a happy life, healthy life, we require many things like we need a clean environment and healthy. We need a clean environment, means a pollution-free environment, nutritious food containing a lot of vitamins and minerals. We also need good medical care. A long time back, humans did not understand diseases and thus did not know how to cure them. Many years back, when there was no invention in medical science, that human being, they did not understand disease and they did not know how to cure them. Diseases were considered to be curse of God. That time the human being thought that the diseases are actually the curse of God. Means God has, that is curse means we say srap. But today, due to the tremendous progress made by medical science, we understand why diseases occur. But now, due to the progress made by the science, by medical science, we are able to understand why diseases occur. As we know, many diseases occur due to the microbes, like viral diseases caused by virus, caused by bacteria, Several methods of diagnosing diseases have been developed. Now different methods of treating the diseases have been developed. Now we can find out through the different machines, the cause of that diseases. Thus, thousands of medicines are now available and more are being developed to treat different diseases. Now we have different types of medicines available in the market, and now more and more are being developed to cure all different types of diseases. In this chapter, we will look at major development in the field of medical science. So in this chapter, we are going to study about the major development, major invention that took place in the field of medical science. So the first is the clinical thermometer. You might have seen this clinical thermometer whenever you are ill, you might have seen the doctor using a small tube, glass tube, under your armpit, sometimes keeping in your mouth. That is actually a thermometer. What is a thermometer? It is an instrument to measure the body temperature. The clinical thermometer. Often when we fall ill, our body becomes warmer. Yes or no? Whenever we are ill, our body becomes warm, hot. This is known as fever. Fever is a sign of a disease. What is fever? Fever is actually a sign of disease. So when you complain that you are not feeling well, your parents touch your forehead to find out if it is warm or not. Yes or no? So whenever you complain that, mother, I am not feeling well, that what does the parents do? They touch your forehead and check whether it is hot or warm or not. But it doesn't give a correct idea about the fever you have. So but the touching the forehead doesn't give the correct idea whether you have fever or not. You can see the picture. Mother checking her child for fever. You can see in her hand, a thermometer, clinical thermometer. You can see a man testing his temperature with a clinical thermometer. He's placed the thermometer inside his mouth to record the temperature. So they measure the temperature of the body with the help of a clinical thermometer. So doctor also measure the temperature of the body with the help of clinical thermometer. What is temperature is a measure of how hot or cold a something is. So what is temperature? Temperature is a measure of how hot or cold a something is. So you have to mark it. Okay, this one, temperature is a measure of how hot or cold something is. It is measured in degree Celsius, and temperature is measured in degree Celsius. It is the short form. You can see the dot, that is degree, C means Celsius, or degree Fahrenheit. This degree, F means Fahrenheit. The clinical thermometer was invented by Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit. And the clinical thermometer was invented means made by doctor, called a scientist, you can say, Gabriel Daniel Fahrenheit. Okay, students. Next we have stethoscope. You might have seen doctor, is it? So, using a headphone like putting in their ears and recording your heartbeat. That is actually what? A stethoscope. When you are ill, you go to a doctor. Yes. Yeah. The doctor examines your chest and back with a stethoscope. What does the doctor do? He checks your chest and back with the help of a instrument called stethoscope. You can see here picture of a stethoscope. You can see doctor using a stethoscope, listening to the girl's heartbeat. The doctor is able to listen to the sound of your heart, and your breathing through the instrument. So stethoscope helps doctor to listen to your heartbeat, and your breathing. It helps them to find out what you are suffering from with the help of the recording of the sound. It helps them to find out what you are actually suffering from. What is the problem? The stethoscope was invented by a French scientist called René Laennec. And this stethoscope, was invented by a French scientist called René Laennec. Questions? Now the third major invention was microscope. A microscope magnifies a tiny object and makes it look much larger. What does microscope does? It magnifies. It makes the things larger. It magnifies a tiny object and makes us look much larger. It helps us to see things which are too small to see with the naked eyes. So microscope helps us to see the things which are very, very small, which we cannot see with our eyes. The first microscope was probably made by Zacharias Janssen in about 1590. And the first microscope was made by Zacharias Janssen in the year 1590. He was a spectacle maker. A spectacle means glass maker in Holland. Several scientists helped to improve the microscope. Later on, more and more developed new version of microscope came. And now today we use the most powerful microscope, to see the microorganisms, means small things. The microscope contributed a lot to the development of medicines. Microscope helped the doctor in the development of medicines. With its help, scientists were able to see for the first time the germs that cause disease. So with the help of a stethoscope, that scientists were for the first time able to find out the germs that cause diseases. So what cause diseases? Actually, they are the germs. Over the years, they have been able to identify germs that cause different diseases. And over many years, now they are able to identify the different types of germs that causes different type of diseases in human beings. You can see a picture. A scientist looking through a microscope. You can see this is a powerful microscope. And you can see the picture of a germs. This is a germs. The tiny microorganism. It is actually bacteria. The E. coli bacteria seen under the microscope. This bacteria causes diarrhea. You sometimes suffer from diarrhea, loose motion. Actually, it is caused by a bacteria named E. coli. It then became possible to find medicine that could cure diseases by killing those germs. With the help of microscope, it helped the doctor, okay, to find medicines, okay, that will be able to cure the diseases caused by those germs. Today, doctor examine the blood, okay, or the urine of a patient under a microscope to see the germs. Okay, students, these help them to find out the disease the patient is suffering from. So by looking at the blood or urine, okay, it helps the pathologists to find out the diseases, okay, that the patient is suffering from. Okay, students, now next I'll study the machines that can look inside our body, okay, in the next video. Okay, students.